Hello viewers, welcome to you all in the mathematics class of grade 8. Uh, Especially the dear students, in the bygone day we were discussing about the geometrical part of the compulsory mathematics. Today also we'll focus the same geometry chapter, and especially dear students, at the time in the bygone day we were discussing about the different types of angles, supplementary angle, and then after complementary angle, co-interior angle, interior alternate angle, exterior alternate angle, corresponding angle, vertically opposite angle, and so on. Okay, so today I have taken the next chapter of your geometry part, that is triangle and its types. Okay, triangle, dear student, is made by two words. One is tri and then after angle. Okay, the triangle word is formed by tri, tri, and then after angle. Okay, so by combining together, tri means three. Okay, in Greek word, it is a Greek word. So if you convert into English at the time, tri represents three. Okay, and then after angle, you know, angle means the general angle, and by combining together a polygon whose there are three sides adjusted each other or joined each other, having the three vertices, is known as the triangle. A polygon having three sides and three angle is known as the triangle. And dear students, in case of the types of the triangle, there are generally four types of triangle. Okay, one is scalene triangle. Okay, one is scalene triangle. It means a triangle, dear student, having the all three sides not being equal to each other. That means, for example, ABC is a triangle. Then if the length of this side is 7 centimeter, and after it has 5 centimeter, and then after it has 6 centimeter, okay, at the time all the three sides of the triangle's measurement are different. So such type of triangle is known as the scalene triangle. Okay, this is one of the triangle. Another one, dear student, if I take, then let's take another right angle triangle. You know about this triangle, right angle. Okay, scalene triangle, and also this is right angle triangle. A triangle having one angle 90 degree. Okay, among those three angles of the triangle, if one angle is of 90 degree, that type of triangle is known as right angle triangle, dear friends. So if I make a right angle triangle, of course there will be perpendicular, and then after there will be base, and there will be hypotenuse, and one angle will be in between the two adjacent side, perpendicular and base. There will be an angle. The sum of that angle altogether becomes 90 degree. So at the time, that type of triangle is known as right angle triangle. Once again, a triangle having one angle 90 degree among those three angles of the triangle is known as the right angle triangle. Now the third one, dear student, is isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. Okay, a triangle, dear student, a triangle whose among the three sides, if two sides are equal, that type of triangle is known as isosceles triangle. That means the measurement may be different. Okay, the measurement may be different, but among those different measurements, if two sides measurement are exactly equal, that type of triangle is known as isosceles triangle. So if we make the figure of isosceles triangle, dear friends, what like will be, for example, the length of this one is given as 10 centimeter, and it has 13 centimeter, for example, and it has 10 centimeter, dear friend. That means the length of this side and this side are being equal. So this type of triangle is known as isosceles triangle, or triangle having two sides equal, and not only, dear students, two sides equal, its two angles are also equal. Opposite to the equal side, those angles whichever are present, they are equal to each other. For example, in this figure, if you want to find out which angles are equal in case of isosceles triangle, at the time, just opposite to the equal side. It means opposite to this side, this angle, and then after opposite to the another equal side, this angle are equal to each other, dear student. For example, if it is a 50-degree and if the two sides are equal, then 100% accurately another angle just opposite to the another equal side also becomes 50-degree, and this type of triangle is known as isosceles triangle. So once again, a triangle, a polygon having 3 sides and 3 angle is known as triangle. And the triangle, there are so many 4 types of triangle. Among them also we are focusing on isosceles triangle. And in case of isosceles triangle, dear students, the 2 sides are equal and the 2 angles opposite to the exactly those 2 sides which are equal. That type of triangle is altogether we call as isosceles triangle. Now, dear students, let's focus on another one. The last one is equilateral. Okay, equilateral triangle. Okay, a triangle. Okay, dear student, a triangle whose all sides are equal. It means, for example, ABC is the name of the triangle. Okay, among them the measurement of the length of the all 3 sides if are equal, then that type of triangle is known as equilateral triangle. And dear students, not only the sides are equal, in here, in case of isosceles triangle, what did I say? The 2 sides are equal and opposite to the equal sides, the angles whichever formed, they are equal to each other. That means 2 angles and the 2 sides are being equal is known as isosceles triangle. But in case of equilateral triangle, dear student, all 3 sides are equal to each other. It doesn't mean that all the triangles have the length as 5 centimeter. Maybe if the length of this one has 15 centimeter, then if this one also becomes 15, and similarly this one also becomes 15 at the time, that type of triangle is known as equilateral triangle. Not only the sides are equal, dear students, the angles of the equilateral triangles are also equal to each other. That means here will be 60-degree, because all angles should be equal and all the angles are equal as being 60-degree, because, dear students, you have learned in the junior classes as well, the sum of the angles of a triangle is 180-degree, isn't it? And if we divide the 180-degree into 3 equal parts at the time, we get every angle as 60-degree. That's why 60-degree, 60-degree and 60-degree. 63 is a 180-degree. So these are the types of triangle, dear students. And in case of, dear students, formula, okay, regarding finding out the area of the different types of triangles, formula we'll discuss in the mensuration chapter. As it is the geometry chapter, we don't need the formulas in here, but also I want to say it is scalene triangle. Its formula of area finding out becomes root under s bracket s minus a, s minus b, s minus c. But no need to write, as it is the geometry chapter. So right angle triangle 1/2 perpendicular into base, and then after isosceles triangle root under a/4 root under 4x square minus a square we will write, so that we can find out the area. And in case of equilateral triangle, root under 3/4 a square. But I am not going to write these all things, because in geometry chapter these are not necessary. These are necessary to you, but in case of mensuration chapter, later on we can focus on the area of the different types of figure. So these are the types of triangle. One is, remember dear students, there are 4 types of triangle. One is scalene triangle, another is right angle triangle, another is isosceles triangle, and the last one is equilateral triangle. And dear students, another type of triangle is also there, especially these are the 4 types of triangle. Another one is general triangle. We write as general triangle by considering the sides of the triangle. And another is right angle isosceles. When these 2 triangles are combined together, the properties of right angle as well as the properties of isosceles triangle, when we combine together, at the time also there will be another type of triangle that is known as right angle isosceles triangle, where one angle will be 90-degree of that triangle, and then after other remaining 2 angles will be exactly equal, As a result, as it has 90 degree, so the remaining to be 180 degree is 90 degree. So this one plus this one must be 90 degree. As a result, as they are equal to each other, we need to divide the remaining 90 degree into two equal halves. It means 45 degree, 45 degree. That means a right angle isosceles triangle is a triangle in which one angle will be 90 degree and other two angles will be of 45 degree each. And then after, at the time, perpendicular and base becomes equal to each other, but not the hypotenuse, dear friend. And in case of right angle triangle, to be considered by you, to be known by you, a general formula is hypotenuse square equals to perpendicular square plus base square. This is the basic thing to be remembered by you. Pythagoras had described this formula or invented this formula, and when we consider about the right angle triangle, we must know the hypotenuse square becomes equals to the square of perpendicular as well as the square of base and their sum. So these are the types of triangle, dear friend. Now in case of geometry, dear friends, somehow the knowledge which you have got while being in class 7 as well as class 6 is any type of triangle, whether the triangle is bigger or smaller, what will the measurement of the sum of all three angles? It will be 180 degree. That means, for example, this is angle A, this one is angle B, and this one is angle C. At the time when we measure these angles by using protractor, at the time their sum becomes angle A plus angle B plus angle C is 180 degree. Okay, we need to remember this, but we need to prove this one by theoretically as well as practically, experimentally. Okay, how the sum of angles of a triangle becomes 180 degree, it should be proved in class 8 by you experimentally as well as theoretically. Okay, so I'm going to focus on theoretical verification, but in case of experimental verifications, how to do this, how to prove the sum of angles of triangle is 180 degree, you need to make the triangle by using scale and pencil. Okay, any type of measurement by taking, you can prepare the triangles. But one thing should be kept in mind, dear students, when we do the experimental verification, at the time the sum of the length of the three sides of triangle, it means the perimeter. Okay, perimeter should not be less than 12 centimeter. That means when the measurement of the sides, for example, this is 7 centimeter and this one is 8 centimeter, at the time what happened, if we add all together the sides, that the sum of the three sides is known as altogether perimeter. Okay, and its perimeter became how many? What is the measurement if you add all together? 15, 20 centimeter, isn't it? 8 plus 7, 15, 15 plus 5, 20 centimeter. So it's the perimeter of the this triangle. That means what did you understand about the perimeter? The summation of the outer cover altogether of a figure is known as the perimeter. So as there are three sides, so when we add all together those three sides, at the time the sum whatever we get, that is known as the perimeter. And dear students, when we are focusing on the experimental verification, at the time the perimeter of the triangle should cross 12 centimeter. Otherwise, if we make very small tiny figures, tiny triangles, at the time the sum of the three sides may be less than 12 centimeter. At the time what happens, dear friend? The figures, that type of figure mathematically is known as invalid. That means in such figures the perfect measurement of angle as well as side becomes a little bit uncomfortable. As a result, that type of figure is regarded as invalid one. So we should make the triangle a bit bigger so that their sum of perimeter becomes more than 12 centimeter. So we need to think that, okay, we need to keep in mind that. So if we want to do experimental verification, okay, dear student, what we have to do? Experimental verification sum of triangle is 180 degree. Okay, the sum of triangle is 180 degree. The sum of angles of a triangle, okay dear student, the sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Whether the triangle is bigger or smaller, it doesn't matter. The three angles sum altogether becomes 180 degree. If you have to prove experimentally, then what you have to do? First of all, you need to make at least two figures. Okay, you need to make at least two figures, and when we do experimental verification, at the time the geometrical instruments is very necessary, dear student. If you do by soft hand, by using just only our soft hand at the time, such type of figure are known as invalid. As a result, we may not get the sum of angles of a triangle 180 degree. So to find out the correct measurement of angle, all three angles, we need to use the scale as well as compass as well as pencil whenever necessary, dear student. So I have used my soft hand, but do not use, dear student, you need to use your scale and pencil while making the triangle. But the size of the triangle you can make bigger or smaller. It doesn't necessary that you need to make the same size triangle. Okay, one is this one. Okay, I'm going to write to this one as figure first. Okay, another one is another triangle I'm going to make in here. Okay, for example this one, and to this one I'm going to write as figure second. So make such type of true triangle or more than two triangle, at least two triangles are necessary. Okay, minimum two triangles we need to make while doing experimental verification. And then after, dear students, now it is the turn of using protractor. Okay, measure the angles by being very carefully. You know, in class 7 also you have understood, you have learned about how to measure the angles by using protractor. Okay, use it, and after measure this angle, this one angle, and this one angle. Okay, all together you will get the sum of the angles as, for example, this, if it is 80 degree, if it is let's say 70 degree, and this one will be 30 degree. Anyhow, we'll get the sum of the angles of a triangle as 180 degree, and so on. Measure the angles of this triangle as well by using protractor, and if you see, then you will get the sum of angles of a triangle experimentally as well, 180 degrees. So it is the process of doing experimental verification. Now, in case of theoretical verification, dear students, how to find out the sum of angles of a triangle as 180 degree. Okay, theoretical verification of the same question. If you want to do, then you need to make only one figure, and while making figure is it doesn't mean that we need to use the geometrical instrument, dear student, but also to make the figure neat and clean, it is better to use pencil, eraser, cutter, and then after scale, whatever necessary to prepare the triangle. So dear student, let's see how can we do the theoretical verification of a triangle. Just only we need a triangle. The name of the triangle I'm going to keep as ABC. Okay, and then after, dear students, the properties of the different types of angle that we had discussed in the bygone day plays a vital role. The properties of alternate angle, interior alternate angle, exterior alternate angle, such type of we have already discussed. So in here, sum of adjacent angle, and thereafter so the relationship of interior alternate angle plays a vital role in order to find out the measure of this three angle of the triangle as 180 degree. So dear students, what you have to do is, if you are going to find out the measure of these angles of this triangle, then you need to construct a parallel line through a vertex, through any vertex. Okay, maybe this side also you can construct through the point A, or through the point B, or through the point C. But in this figure, I have constructed a parallel line with AB. Okay, to this one, to this AB, the line XY being parallel to AB, and it should pass through point C. Okay, at the time, dear student, look at here. For example, I'm going to keep to this one as small a, the measure of this angle as small a, and if the measure of this angle as small b, and the measure of this angle as small c, okay, and let's keep to this to this one as m, and after to this one angle as n, okay. Dear student, it is a straight line, isn't it? It is a straight line, xcy is a straight line. It means in the bygone day, what do you talk about the sum of supplementary angle or the adjacent angle? How many types of parts of straight angles are formed altogether? When you add all together the angles at the time, their sum becomes 180 degree. So similarly, the same concept if you use in here, at the time angle m plus angle c plus angle n, when we add together at the time, their sum becomes 180 degree. Their sum becomes 180 degree. And then after, dear student, now we know, what about this? They are interior alternate angle, isn't it? Angle A and angle M are equal to each other. So in the place of M, as the value of A and M are equal, being interior alternate angle, so we can replace 2M as A, because A and M are equal to each other, A equals to M, isn't it? Now similarly, if you see B equals to N, okay, interior alternate angle, so B equals to N. Now look at here, dear student, in the place of M we can write A because they are equal to each other, and to the angle C leave the same, C, and then after in the place of N, okay, in the place of N, N is being equal to which one angle? Angle B. So in the place of N we can replace B. Now their sum is already, the statement is 180 degree, so angle A plus, look at here, now find out the conclusion, A, B and C, their sum is being 180 degree. So this is the way of verifying theoretically the sum of angles of a triangle becomes 180 degree. So dear friend, but the way of formality, filling up the formality is different. First of all, you need to write what? You need to construct a figure having the name anyone, okay, you can keep PQR also, you can keep other XYZ as well, the name of the triangle you can keep, and then after construct a parallel line, okay. In this way you can prepare the figure, and after you can suppose those angles so that it will be easier to prepare the statement reason table. And then after, dear students, what to write? First of all, you need to write the formalities. Here we have drawn a figure, triangle ABC, and then after we have constructed a line XY through C, and after we need to fill up these statements, and then after at last we need to write the conclusion of the figure, okay. That means the sum of angles of a triangle being 180 degree, and you can see in your book as well in the very first chapter proving the sum of angles of a triangle being 180 degree theoretically as well as experimentally, and you can you can copy that statements whatever is presented in that book, okay. Now let's focus on the questions. What like questions will be there from this triangle chapter, okay, dear student. Suppose this is P, this one is Q, and this one is R. Of course, we know that the sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Now, for example, here is given 3x, here is given 5x, okay, and here is given x, okay. Now, question may ask you to find out the measurement of angle P, the measurement of angle Q, and the measurement of angle R, okay, separately to find out. Or question may ask you to find out the value of x, okay. At the time, what do you have to do, dear student? 3x plus 5x plus x, it means 3x plus 5x plus x becomes 180 degree, and you did, this is the statement, dear student. And then after, what you have to write? What you have to write? In the region side, the sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree, being sum of angles of a triangle 180 degree. Okay. Now, what is the sum? As they are like terms, we can add them, isn't it? So 3x plus 5x, 8x, and then after plus 1x, it becomes equals to 9x. Okay. So 9x equals to 180 degree, and then after x equals to 180 degree divided by 9 equals to 20 degree. So we got the value of x. Now substituting the value of in here, okay, after this I'm going to do in here. Now what you have to write, putting the value or substituting the value of x angle P equals to, what is the value of angle P? In case of question, there is 3x. So 3x equals to 3 times, what is the value of x? We just got now 20 degree. Okay, equals to 60 degree. So we got the measurement of angle P as 60 degree. It means the measurement of this angle came as 60 degree. Similarly, dear student, if we need to find out the angle Q, okay, the variable term of angle Q is given as 5x. So you can write it equals to 5x, and we know the value of x already. So 5 into 20 degree, it equals to 100 degree. Okay. And then after angle R, if you have to find out, what will be? Exactly, angle R is given as x. So just the value of x, if you keep in here, then it is the value of angle R. It is the measurement of angle R. So, and after doing these all things, if you see, dear students, look at here, 60 plus 100 degree plus 20 degree, 60 plus 100, 160 plus 20 degree, altogether 180 degree. Therefore, the sum of angles of a triangle is in here also is being 180 degree everywhere, whether the triangle is smaller or bigger, it doesn't matter, their sum becomes 180 degree. Similarly, let's keep another example, dear student. Let's take another example. Another triangle is given, dear student. Okay, the name of the triangle is PAR. Okay, PAR. Okay, PAR. Now the ratio of the angle P, okay, is given as 2:1:3. Okay, the ratio of the angles of a triangle is given as 2:1:3. At the time, question may ask you to find out the angle PAR. Okay, angle PAR. What is the measure of angle P and what is the measure of angle A, and similarly the measure of angle R. If question say to find out, then what we have to do is, if the ratio of the three angles of a triangle are given at the time, suppose to this one ratios by keeping x to the all three parts of the ratio, 2x, 1x, and then after 3x. That means let first angle will be 2x, and then after second angle will be, for example, the ratio is given as like this, P, A, and R. Okay, the ratio of angle of a triangle PAR. Okay, P belongs to 2, and then after A belongs to 1, and then after R belongs to 3. In this way, if you are present, then let angle, what will be? Angle P equals to 2x at the time you need to suppose, and then after angle A equals to 1x. It means directly you can write as x, 1 into x, x, and then after angle R equals to, what do you have to write? Its part is 3x, that's why 3x. Okay, now what you have to do, after converting the ratio into variable by using x, y, z, add those three. Okay, 2x plus 1x, 3x, 3x plus 3x, 6x. So altogether what you have to do is 2x plus x plus 3x equals to 180 degree, isn't it? Now the reason in here, what you have to write? The sum of angles of a triangle, or you can write being sum of angles of a triangle. And 6x equals to 180 degree. Now you got the value of x, 180 degree divided by 6 equals to 30 degree, isn't it? So we got the value of x as 30 degree. Now you can substitute in the same way how did I do in the previous question. So dear student, Stay tuned, Janata Television. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.